Now at 7, an audit reportedly finds something very interesting about payments received by 3 Franklin County commissioners. Also, Washington's governor's office will be up for grabs in the next election. The announcement today from Governor Inslee.
And folks, get ready for a wild week of weather with heat, rain, wind, and cold. I'll get you and your family prepared in my first alert weather forecast.
Now, KAPP Local News Special Edition.
Thank you for joining us on this Monday evening, a little later than usual. I'm Jason Valentine.
And I'm Madeline Hagan. We're on late tonight due to a special episode of American Idol. Well, today, Governor Jay Inslee signed into law the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Persons and Lucian Act, which will provide critical resources for families struggling to find their lost loved ones.
State lawmakers invited KVEW's Emily Goodell to the Capitol in Olympia for that signing because of her diligent coverage of that case.
When a loved one goes missing, the first step is clear.
If my daughter was missing, right, or my granddaughter was missing, or your loved one was missing, what would we do? We would probably call 911.
But what happens next, most people don't know.
With all the family members I've spoken to over the years who have been in the unimaginable position of having a loved one go missing or finding out that they've been murdered, one of the chief complaints I've heard is a lack of communication from law enforcement and not knowing what to do immediately after they get that call.
That's what happened to the family of 4-year-old Lucian Mungia.
It's the worst day of their life, right? But they didn't have tools with them, helping them.
The law directs Attorney General Bob Ferguson to create a dedicated page for information about who to call, how to file a missing persons report, and other advice for families.
This tool will educate them on what resources they can use.
The less time people spend asking themselves, what do I do, is more time they can spend trying to bring their loved one back home.
Hopefully we can come up with a great resource, and it won't just be it'll be tribal, non-tribal, anyone in the state of Washington who's looking for their family member. We want to give them all the tools possible.
Reporting in Olympia, Emily Goodell, KAPP Local News.
The Attorney General has until November to get that page up and running. It'll be in several different languages, and they'll also be sending a hard copy version to law enforcement who can hand it out to people who come in to file a missing persons report. Well, as you may have recognized another person in that story we just showed you, state lawmakers invited KVEW's, Emily Goodell, to the Capitol for that bill signing and said her reporting was a big part of making this law coming to fruition. Representative Gina Mosbrucker extended the invitation, asking Emily if she would like to stand next to Governor Inslee as he signed Lucian's bill into law. Emily has done numerous reports on MMIW cases and was the one reporter to be consistently bringing updates on the search for Lucian Mungia. Mosbrucker says Emily's work, especially her investigation into the Yakima Police Department's response in establishing a trust with Lucian's family, helped keep that case at the front of the headlines.
I think just the relationship that they built with you, the trust that they built with you was just so, and it warmed my heart to think we have somebody here who's not just reporting this. They're living this with the family, the tragedy, and they're really trying to be there for whatever that little need is that's missed and unmet.
Emily has also been asked to return to Olympia later this summer to help craft the Missing Persons Toolkit, especially when it comes to informing the media. We'll bring you an update on that story, of course, at a later date.
Incredible. Congrats, Emily.
Yes, congrats.
Well, a big announcement from the state capitol. Washington Governor Jay Inslee says he will not run for a 4th term. Governor Inslee is only the 2nd Washington governor to win a 3rd term in a row, and he announced this morning he's ready to pass the torch.
But I do think there's a season, to everything there's a season. And the season right now, I think, is having a first term maybe more important than having a 4th term. And so I think some of that change is a good thing.
Governor Inslee says he is ready to take the next year and a half and focus on homelessness and expanding behavioral health services. Well, new tonight, the Franklin County Auditor says 3 county commissioners received unconstitutional payments. The payments had been approved after the 2016 election. It allowed council members to convert excess health benefits to cash. The auditor says that money went to the salaries of 3 council members. According to the auditor, former Commissioner Bob Koch received nearly $20,000. Former Commissioner Rick Miller received more than $21,000, and Commissioner Brad Peck received nearly $47,000. The auditor says this case is being handled as a loss and not fraud. As required under law, the review has been sent to the state auditor's office. Stopping the payments and recouping some of the money was discussed at an April 25th meeting. Chairman Clint Didier suggested having payroll and legally important resolutions get a review by the prosecuting attorney's office. The prosecutor, Sean Stantz, says he will need more workers to conduct that process. And now moving to weather, a beautiful spring day,
Yes.
a little kind of interesting start to it, but the sun finally popped out for us.
And just quickly, getting back to Inslee, 3 terms. So he was
Yes.
governor during Obama, Trump, and Biden. And again, there's no term limits for governors. So
He could keep going.
he could keep going.
He's probably
but
ready
he
to
is
kick his
not.
feet up, if anything.
Anyways, it's been some time. So anyways, I apologize. What a weekend we had. Did you get outside at all?
Absolutely. Spent as much as I could outside.
Excellent. Well, let's take a look outside. It's starting to look like our weekend again after kind of a gloomy Monday. Let's take a look outside at our Skycam at the Columbia Point in Richland. Just a beautiful evening, folks. And on our radar, we had a little bit of shower activity as we zoom in the Yakima and Ellensburg regions. We could see a little bit of showers tonight there, maybe even a little bit of thunderstorms. But other than that, we're going to be clearing up overnight, and our temperatures are all over the place right now. We're going to settle down into tomorrow, and really a very nice, almost all of our work week is going to start tomorrow. But as we get to Friday, we're going to be even worse off than today with winds, rain, and chilly temperatures. We're going to drop about 20 to 15 degrees from Thursday into Friday. Right now, chilly day for Yakima, 61 degrees right now as we're heading into the evening hours, 71 for the Tri-City. So folks, a much nicer Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday is on the way, but I'll tell you about that Friday coming up in my forecast. That's later in the show.
Thanks, Jason. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office is investigating a deadly crash that happened on North Glade Road just south of Klamath Saturday. According to the Sheriff's Office, it involved just one vehicle. 25-year-old Adrian Flores was thrown from the vehicle and died on the scene. 2 other passengers and the driver survived. The 25-year-old driver has been arrested. He is suspected of speeding while driving under the influence. That crash is still under investigation. A man who drowned in the Walla Walla River near Harrison Park in Milton-Freewater, Oregon, has been identified. According to the Umatilla County Sheriff's Office, witnesses pulled 46-year-old Carrie Allen Ronald Ganson of Milton-Freewater from the river Saturday, but were unable to revive him. A friend told authorities that they had hiked up the South Fork of the river a mile east of the Harris Park campground. The friend says Ganson had tried to cross the river, but the current swept him off his feet and then downstream.
A tragic loss for an Eastern Washington family. Their son, a high school student, died after he got hurt in PE class. The child has been identified as Braden Bame, a student from Cheney High School. The Cheney fire chief says crews responded for an eye problem and found the student unconscious. He later died. The accident happened Thursday, but other parents didn't learn about it until 24 hours later. One mother says that's because she didn't know about the incident until her daughter told her.
I said my daughter found out through Snapchat that a kid was killed on the field. And I think it's inappropriate that parents aren't getting informed, and I think it's inappropriate that children find out before us.
The district said it didn't say anything because it was waiting until they made contact with the student's family before they sent out information about the death. The school district has since sent a note to parents informing of that sophomore's death.
Kicking off Mental Health Awareness Month, some exciting movement on the future Behavioral Health Recovery Center in the Tri-Cities. Benton County has awarded a contract to the provider who has already provided care for thousands of people in our region.
We are very excited about the pace things are moving.
Comprehensive Health Care based out of Yakima will provide behavioral health and substance use disorder recovery services when this empty building is restored. Benton County says it came down to them and a Seattle-based provider.
The local connection is going to be a huge benefit. They're located in Yakima, so they understand what's going on in the Tri-Cities. And they've been offering similar services in Yakima for a while.
Comprehensive is already the designated crisis line and provider for Benton and Franklin counties. They have locations across central and eastern Washington, including inpatient care.
Allow us to hit the ground running when we get Three Rivers open and functioning.
Glenn Vaughan says now the county and Comprehensive will undergo contract negotiations. We'll know the budget when that's completed.
It really is a big step for the Three Rivers. I mean, this is something we've been working on for a long time. The Tri-Cities is a large area that has not had the needed services. This is going to be great not only for your neighbors, but this is going to be great for law enforcement, for the courts, for all parties involved.
So what comes next? A major makeover for this building and the separate inpatient unit, both located in Kennewick.
Once that is finalized, the county is going to work with Comprehensive to make sure any renovations meet their needs, so they can meet the needs of the county in a beneficial way. Also on the county side, we're going to be working on an RFP over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we'll have that out by the end of May, and then we can get a design team in place, have that under contract in August, and then ideally we'll see some construction starting by the end of the year.
And again, that inpatient building will be separate from the old Trios Birth Center, but Comprehensive will also be the provider there. State lawmakers recently approved $5 million to go toward the transformation of that specific building in the recently passed budget. So Jason, it feels like talking to the county, they're excited about this. It feels like, things are actually starting to really happen.
No, it's been a long time coming. I know you've been following this for a while, so it's nice that they have a plan in place.
Definitely.
And help the folks who need it.
Absolutely.
All right, folks, we have information about a national recall impacting gold medal flour. The important details you need to know that's coming up.
Plus, life on the street, the legislation in Oregon which would allow anyone to camp in a public space and file a lawsuit if someone challenges that.
And if you feel like someone is watching you, you're right. The Washington State Patrol's eye in the sky. Oh, next on KAPP Local News Special Edition.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
Weekdays at 11 after The View.
You've got a date with Access Daily.
Food, self-improvement, and of course, fun.
You don't know this?
Then at noon, ABC's GMA3.
You've got a date with Access Daily, weekdays at 11 after The View, right here on KVEW.
Back by popular demand. When you shop Furniture Row, you pay what we pay. That's right. For a limited time, our employee pricing is available to everyone. Get 15% off any single item when you spend $9.99 or more. That means you can save big on that perfect sofa, dining table, bed, or Denver Mattress brand mattress.
Our discount is your discount.
Plus, furnish your entire home with 4 years no-interest financing. But hurry, employee pricing at Furniture Row ends soon.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills and simply toss those old bottles of pills. But thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on and your information is gone. Look, an identity thief can use simple information to get access to your credit card. Then you're responsible for the bills. But ID Police permanently prints a unique encryption graphic that makes it impossible to read through, both on the front and through the back, even if the paper is held up to the light. And it works on all forms of paper, matte or glossy. Paper shredders are slow and always jam, but roll with ID Police and you're in control. Watch again. Here's a bank statement with your name and account number. Now, one easy roll and all your personal information is blocked. Name and address? Blocked. Credit card number? Blocked. Phone, electricity, and gas bill? Now they're all safe to toss in the trash. So relax. Even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. And those applications or pre-approved checks make you vulnerable too. So block it out before you throw it out and thwart any thief with the ID Police. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. That's right, free shipping. This offer is not available on Amazon, but it is available online or on the phone. So call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Take control with ID Police on patrol. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-1624. That's 1-800-803-1624 or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-1624 now.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
New tonight, a recall impacting 4 varieties of gold medal flour due to potential salmonella exposure. This impacts 2 and 5 pound bags of bleached all-purpose flour and 5 and 10 pound bags of unbleached all-purpose flour with better if used by dates of March 27th and 28th of 2024. If you have any of these recalled packages, throw it away immediately. The CDC and FDA say consumers should not eat food with raw flour.
A bill in Oregon would allow homeless people to freely camp in public places, and anyone who asks them to leave could be sued for thousands of dollars. The Right to Rest Act was first introduced in 2021, but has been reintroduced to the chamber this year. The measure allows people without homes to use public spaces without discrimination or time limits. Activists support the bill, saying it protects the dignity and welfare of those needing a place to rest. But critics are concerned the rights of the unsheltered are outweighing the rights of others who use public spaces at a time when cities like Portland are losing residents.
Well, ever get the feeling you're being watched? You might have been over the weekend. The Washington State Patrol had its eye in the sky aloft as it conducted a speed emphasis patrol over portions of central and eastern Washington. That's a small plane troopers use to keep an eye on speeding traffic below. It's also a good reason to maintain the legal speed limit even when you think you're on the highway all alone. And the Seattle Kraken have kicked the defending Stanley Cup champions out of the playoffs.
Yeah, get out of here, Avalanche. Game 7 in Colorado yesterday was do or die, and this win was as amazing as it sounds. It's the first time an NHL expansion team has eliminated the defending champion in their playoff debut. And there's not much of a break, though, for the Kraken. They're headed to Texas to take on the Stars for the second round matchup against the Dallas Stars, and that starts tomorrow night. Very exciting.
Absolutely.
And, you know, they came in, they were, I think, the third worst team in the NHL last year.
It was not looking too good.
It was not looking good, but they made a quick turnaround. And to win your, some teams haven't won. I believe the Maple Leafs finally won their first one in 20 years. It only took 2 years for the Kraken.
Right?
Easy peasy.
Kraken fans have got to be so excited too. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And the top team in the league, the Boston Bruins, they lost. So it is wide open.
Yes, anything could happen.
You're saying there's a chance. All right, let's head over to the weather.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Oh, look at it. It is beautiful after quite a bit of cloud coverage and kind of gloomy conditions and some shower activity today. Things have been brightening up as we're moving along in the week. So cool start today, but very nice and warm middle of our week, but then windy, cool, wet on our Friday. And it is going to be about 20 or so degrees off of what we see on Thursday. So I'll get to that in a bit. Skywatch radar, we're looking pretty good right now. We did have some slow moving systems going through Yakima and Ellensburg in our morning and afternoon hours. Now here's what's happening on our big picture. We have an upper level system that is going to go just through the Southern California area and come through our areas. Now, this is not going to bring in precipitation per se, but it is going to be bringing in warmer temperatures. So we're going to see the return of the 80s, if not upper 70s tomorrow. And it's going to stick with us through Thursday. And then we see that big change come on Friday. So as we head into our overnight period, we have a pretty darn heavy system coming in that is just to, for most of our areas, just to the southwest. But Toppenish, you could be getting that around 10 p.m. and then Yakima and Ellensburg right around midnight. This could include some thunder and lightning as well. That'll get out, and then as we move into Tuesday, we're going to see a little bit more cloud coverage and shower activity to our northeast. And then as we move into Wednesday, we're going to see a little bit of shower activity as we get to our evening hours. Walla Walla getting hit, Tri-Cities area. Now this is in the evening hours. That'll move along pretty quickly, but then we'll move into the Yakima, Ellensburg areas and maybe another little system as we get to very early on Thursday. So it looks like a little bit of unstable conditions as we head into Thursday and especially on Friday. Current temperatures all over the place. 54 in Ellensburg, 61 in Yakima, lower 70s, Hanford and Tri-Cities. I always say when we have closely grouped temperatures, we have a very settled or very calm weather pattern. Well, this means we have a very active weather pattern, and that's going to start to settle down though as we get into our overnight period into tomorrow. And really tomorrow and especially Wednesday and Thursday, lovely, plenty of sunshine and warm. But look at this drop from Thursday to Friday. This is for the Tri-Cities, so 20 to 15 degree drop for all of our cities as we get to Friday. Then we level out to right around the average for our this time of year in our weekend. But my goodness, when you see this big of a drop, you usually expect wind and shower activity, and that is exactly what is going to be happening. So wind speeds right now, we're seeing a little bit of double digits. Toppenish, Prosser, Hermiston area, Ellensburg as we're heading into the evening hours. And these could stay right around there as that system comes through, but those winds will slow down overnight, and we do have light winds expected. Tomorrow we'll have 10 to 20 mile per hour winds on your Friday. Overnight tonight we're in the lower 50s to upper 40s as things start to settle down, especially when that shower system passes along Ellensburg and Yakima tonight and Toppenish. As we get into tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, highs in the lower 80s, a little bit cooler along the blues in the upper 70s. 7-day forecast, we're going to apex on Wednesday with 88, 84 Thursday, and then that big cool down before we kind of right the ship in the lower 70s, upper 60s into our weekend. In the Yakima region, going to be in those mid to lower 80s through Thursday, then 65 on Friday and upper to mid 60s into our next weekend. So folks, I hope you didn't put away your spring coats. It is going to be chilly, but do get ready for a nice Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday ahead. All right, KAPP KVEW Local News Special Edition. We'll be right back.
With friends, there are no secrets.
Hurricane Gloria didn't break the porch swing. Monica did.
Chandler, one time wore my underwear to work.
The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05 on KAPP KVEW.
It is very hard to lose people you thought would never leave. We have to find a way to keep going for the people we still have. I am very excited to meet our son. Let's do this.
The Good Doctor, tonight on ABC.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
The secret of every great chef is their knives and how well they sharpen them. Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Imagine no more. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives from Granite Stone, coated with Granite Stone non-stick and made of stainless steel, one of the hardest substances on earth for ultimate cutting-edge durability. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro.
Very comfortable, very sharp. I thought you had to be a professional chef to cut like this.
Yeah. Woo! This is really an incredible knife.
The Easy Grip rubberized handles deliver incredible control and accuracy. To chop salads in seconds, cut frozen solid meat with ease, and get razor-thin slices every time. The non-stick surface means food slides right off, and they're dishwasher safe. Plus, they'll stay razor sharp, guaranteed. Why pay hundreds? Today, you'll get this complete set of 6 NutriBlades for only $29.95. You'll get the powerful Santoku knife to chop large fruit and dice onions, the slicer for razor-thin veggies and deli meat, the serrated bread knife for slicing fresh, warm bread with ease, the ultralight chef knife with reduced surface area for less friction. This versatile utility blade is great in the kitchen and around your home, and the precision paring knife for peeling and garnishing. $29.95 is an amazing value, but order right now and we'll even ship them to you for free. So get your own NutriBlade knives from Granite Stone, the last knives you'll ever buy.
To order, call 1-800-524-6914 or go online to buynutriblade.com. That's 1-800-524-6914 or go to buynutriblade.com. Order now.
Jay Leno.
Are you guys ready to play You Bet Your Life?
You Bet Your Life.
You were a prison guard. I like to crack that whip. This was on your bucket list?
I'm going for it.
You Bet Your Life.
Can't go wrong.
Weekdays at 2 on KAPP KVEW.
Welcome back on this Monday evening. Well, 24 local immigrants became U.S. citizens today. This all took place at the United States Courthouse and Federal Building in Richland. They came from 9 different countries: Mexico, Morocco, Nepal, Italy, Guatemala, Ukraine, Myanmar, Pakistan, and Colombia. There were several organizations, including the local auditor's offices, and the Washington League of Women Voters, present to register the new citizens to vote. United States District Court Judge Edward F. Shea says it was one of the most important things they could do.
You can do many things to make it your country. Voting is a critical part of making it your country. Let your vote be your voice. You can be heard no matter who you are by voting. And when you vote, you affect the democracy in this country.
These new citizens were given an American flag pin from the Sons of the American Revolution, and there was a reception after the ceremony. Well, folks, we, of course, have a lot more news to share with you in our next half hour. Big changes coming for Dieting Goliath. Jenny Craig. That's new tonight at 7:30. We'll be right back.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Sometimes you're so busy taking care of everyone else, you don't do enough for yourself or your mouth. But eventually it will remind you. When it does, Aspen Dental is here for you. We offer the custom dental treatments you need all under one roof right nearby, so we can bring more life to your smile and more smile to your life, affordably. New patients without insurance can get a free complete exam and x-rays and 20% off treatment plans. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your appointment today.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
Mopping the kitchen is a messy chore. It can take forever to mop the dirt from your floor. Well, now you can spin away those dirty germs and bacteria with Floor Police, the lightweight and cordless power spin mop that scrubs away messes the fast and easy way. It's so light you can lift it with just 2 fingers. But at a speedy 100 RPMs, the microfiber pads do all the scrubbing so you don't have to. The secret to its cleaning speed is the powerful electric motor and rechargeable lithium battery that has 90 minutes of runtime. Just add any disinfectant, then watch it float across the floor, dissolving and disinfecting everything in its path. Even hands-free, this mop can tackle the tough jobs, like these markers. Incredible! Other mops just push the mess around, but Floor Police spin cleans up to 10 times faster. The swivel head can easily clean in and around obstacles and get deep under furniture, even vertical surfaces on steps or those dirty, dusty baseboards, never missing a spot. Plus, the pads are machine washable and reusable. Other spin mops can cost over $200, but get Floor Police with 2 microfiber pads today for just 3 easy payments of $29.99, and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, call now and get 2 free scouring pads, perfect for tackling tough messes in the mudroom or getting grime off the shower floor. Even clean and sanitize the highest shower tiles. And we're not done yet. You'll also get 2 free polishing pads. Now spin the sparkle back to any surface in an instant. And forget ladders. Now get a streak-free shine on those windows usually out of reach. But hold everything. We're going to drop 1 payment. That's just 2 easy payments of $29.99. But wait, call right now and you can double the offer. Just pay separate fee. That's 2 Floor Police Power Spin Mops with pads, plus free shipping on your entire order. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-792-0233. That's 1-800-792-0233 or visit floorpolice.com. So call 1-800-792-0233. Order now.
Take off on an awesome flight over a museum devoted entirely to railroads.
Largest museum in this area that's devoted strictly to the history of trains.
Fly the Northwest, KAPP KVEW Local News at 6, Tuesday.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we'll tell you about the 24 local immigrants becoming American citizens and how the occasion was celebrated. Plus, it's a cool start to the week, but we're in for another warm-up. Riley Fitzgerald will have the details tomorrow morning.
Welcome back, everyone. Check out this sighting in Washington's Cascades. It's a video of a lone coyote as it traversed the I-90 wildlife overcross. This video provides a closer look at the coyote. A webcam aimed at the overcrossing has recorded numerous wildlife sightings, from coyotes to snowshoe hares. There's another closer look at the buddy.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful
look at that clear footage. Incredible.
Yeah, yeah, we do. Every time I drive the pass, I look up there and I go,
see, maybe something's up there,
maybe
right?
say you got it. Well, more sunshine, more heat. Those are some good reasons to take steps to protect your skin from melanoma.
Also, a third U.S. bank fails. What does that mean for those with deposits in First Republic?
Plus, people are already preparing for Saturday's coronation of King Charles. The news at 7:30 starts right now.
Now, KAPP Local News Special Edition.
President Biden is praising action by federal regulators following the seizure and sale of the First Republic Bank to J.P. Morgan Chase, insisting it wasn't a bailout. In taking over First Republic, Chase agreed to protect the funds of all the bank's depositors.
First Republic is the third U.S. bank to fail since March. ABC's Lindsay Watts has the latest.
Early Monday morning, the FDIC seized the banking assets of First Republic Bank, then sold them to financial giant J.P. Morgan Chase. Under the deal, First Republic customers are now J.P. Morgan customers, and people will have access to all of their money. But customers have been advised to keep using their First Republic branch rather than Chase banks until the two systems have merged. First Republic is the second largest U.S. financial institution to fail.
We have to make sure that we're not back in this position again, and I think we're well on our way to be able to make that assurance.
President Biden today repeating his calls for Congress to strengthen regulations and supervision of large and regional banks. Biden also insisting this is no bailout, despite the FDIC providing J.P. Morgan with $50 billion in financing.
Well, let me be very clear. While depositors are being protected, shareholders are losing their investments. And critically, taxpayers are not the ones that are on the hook.
First Republic has been on the brink of collapse for weeks following the failures of Silicon Valley and Signature Banks in March. First Republic's stock took a nosedive last week after the bank reported customers withdrew more than $100 billion.
Based on our analysis of the banking industry, this was the last of the ones that should face significant challenges.
Financial analysts say the most important takeaway is no depositors lost money during the seizure and sale. In a call with analysts Monday, J.P. Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon predicted the market crisis surrounding banks is over, though he believes there will be other cracks in the system, caused in part by the Federal Reserve's effort to reduce inflation by raising interest rates.
And the Fed is meeting again this week, and market analysts do expect them to once again hike interest rates to combat inflation. Let's go ahead and move to weather. A lovely look outside this evening. Kind of a time of day we don't really get to show off a lot, Jason.
No, and what a difference just a couple months makes, because it feels like it should be dark outside, but darn it, it is not. A beautiful evening. And we saw a little bit more sunshine as we got into our evening hours. Much nicer conditions. Now, we're looking pretty good on our radar, but Yakima, Ellensburg, Toppenish, you can see a quick little shower activity coming through late tonight around midnight to 10 p.m. We'll see things settle down into your morning hours. Could even see a little bit of thunder and lightning coming tonight. But for the next 24 hours, for most of our areas, we're going to be settling down. We're going to be warm overnight. And tomorrow, highs mostly in the lower 80s. Blue Mountain region, you're going to be in the upper 70s tomorrow. So much better conditions as we move into tomorrow, really through Thursday. 61 right now in Yakima. Yakima, you were very cool today. 71 in the Tri-City. So folks, we have a big change coming Friday as we're going to see cool temperatures return with winds and rain, and a chilly weekend is on the way. I hope your spring jackets aren't in the closet. Maybe grab them for later on this week. All of your forecast will get you and your family ready coming right up.
Investigators in Texas now searching for a 38-year-old man accused in a deadly mass shooting. All of those victims reportedly the man's neighbors. Police say the suspect should be considered armed and dangerous. ABC's Morgan Norwood reports.
The massive manhunt for Francisco Oropesa, the man who authorities say shot and killed 5 of his neighbors almost execution style, now in its 3rd day with hundreds of officers combing the streets of Cleveland, Texas. Today, law enforcement searched this recycling center after they say they got a tip about a person that matched the description of Francisco Oropesa, who was last seen in that area. Authorities have been looking for him since Friday.
We do not know where he is. We don't have any tips right now to where he may be.
Authorities say Oropesa was firing his AR-15 style rifle for fun in his yard on Friday night when a next-door neighbor asked him to stop because a newborn was trying to sleep. Well, the suspect then follows the neighbor home, police say, barges inside and fires. Wilson Garcia was there and managed to escape. He says he came back and shot everyone in the head. He didn't want witnesses. When he saw us running and couldn't get to us, he went back to kill them. 5 of the 10 people inside were killed. Diana Velasquez Alvarado, Abdulia Molina Rivera, and Jose Jonathan Casares, Garcia's wife, Sonia Argentina Guzman, and stepson, 3rd grader Daniel Enrique Lazo, also among those killed. Garcia says, I don't have words to describe what happened. It's like we're alive, but not living. What happened was really horrible.
Officials say all 5 victims are from Honduras, while the suspect is a Mexican national. The source familiar with the investigation tells ABC News Oropesa was previously deported on 4 occasions. An $80,000 reward now offered for information that leads to his arrest.
American Airlines pilots have voted to authorize a strike. Earlier this year, Delta Airlines agreed to a deal with pilots, giving them a 34% raise over the course of a 4-year contract. Now, pilots at American and United are looking for similar terms. American Airlines pilots picketed today. That is different than actually going on strike, which they cannot legally do at this point. But pilots say it sends a message.
We want a contract. We want it now. Our passengers want reliability in their schedules, just like we want reliability in our schedules. When I show up to work, I want to go do my trip, and when I'm done, I want to go home. I don't want to be stretched out for days on end. I don't want to have my flights canceled. I don't want to be reassigned. I don't want to end up in places I didn't sign up for.
American Airlines says it's confident it can work a deal out with the pilots if those negotiations break down, and if the National Mediation Board can't help them come to an agreement, then the countdown could actually strike, or to an actual strike, will begin.
Those safeguards don't impact the Writers Guild of America. They voted last month to go on strike, and now time is running out. The last Writers Guild strike happened more than a decade ago, all the way back in 2007. It lasted more than 3 months, stretching into 2008. Deadline reports if the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers can't come to an agreement with the Writers Guild by midnight, late-night talk shows will be the first to see the impact, followed by soap operas and then everything else. The last strike was blamed for an estimated $2 billion in economic damage. A once widely popular weight loss program, Jenny Craig, now has plans to wind down its physical operations. This is according to letters obtained by ABC News, where the company warned its employees of likely shutdowns and mass layoffs as early as Friday. ABC's Melissa Adon has the details.
For the last 40 years, Jenny Craig has focused on a business model centered on prepared meals, diet plans, and in-person coaching.
It's Jenny Craig, and it's delicious.
That may soon change. The company is set to close its corporate offices as early as this week, according to letters obtained by ABC News, where the company tells its employees that it is in the process of winding down physical operations, likely transitioning to an e-commerce model. Jenny Craig warning employees that its corporate office in Carlsbad, California, and its New Jersey facility may close as early as this coming Friday, and that mass layoffs may be imminent. The company has about 600 centers globally, with nearly 500 company-owned and franchise locations in the U.S. and Canada, and is facing an industry now shifting away from brick-and-mortar shops and into online retail. ABC News has reached out to Jenny Craig for comment. They did not immediately respond.
And the notices to Jenny Craig employees coming as Bloomberg Law reports a bankruptcy filing could come as soon as this week if no buyer is found.
Real surprise there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens with that.
You got it.
Well, Charles III will formally be crowned King of the United Kingdom this coming weekend.
However, fans are already thronging London. Preparations have been going on for months, and while thousands of people have been invited to attend the coronation itself, Millions more are expected to watch in person.
Some are already camped out to be sure to get a good view.
This is a big historic event, the coronation. It's something that we as a group have never witnessed before. We've only seen it in black and white on television. So to be here at the front to see history happening in front of our eyes, it's amazing.
The coronation is set for May 6th, and for the first time it will involve representatives from the Buddhist, Hindu, Jewish, Muslim, and Sikh faiths, as well as the Church of England. That is some major dedication, camping out days in advance of an event.
Well, you remember the line to say goodbye to Queen Elizabeth. It took 24 hours for some of those folks, so there's a lot of devotion.
Absolutely.
I looked up thronging. It's gathering as a crowd.
Interesting.
So
must be a British term.
It must be. I love it. Well, limos, swanky sedans, even motorcycles. None of those are as unique as what one high school student arrived in for his prom. That's coming up next.
Well, it's the largest organ on the human body. You definitely need to protect your skin from the hot spring and summer sun.
There we go. And our weather will be having something for everyone. My forecast is next on KAPP Local News Special Edition.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
The biggest Jeopardy event ever is in prime time.
Monday, May 8th. 6 all-time greats.
What is grit?
Who's Caro?
What is Mean Girls?
One incredible tournament.
Oh,
I think you should get this checked out.
Bring it.
Who will be crowned the first ever Jeopardy Masters champion? If we have any more games like that, I don't know if my heart is going to hold out.
Jeopardy Masters primetime event starts Monday, May 8th, 8, 7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
It's so hard to sleep when it's hot, impossible to work, and even uncomfortable to relax. You need a fan, but they're bulky, awkward, and never put the breeze exactly where you want it. Introducing My Fold-Away Fan from Bell & Howell, the compact cordless fan that unfolds into your own personal wind machine and extends to nearly 4 feet high. Amazing! Forget plug-in fans that never reach. This rechargeable lithium-powered fan goes anywhere you need it with a charge that lasts up to 10 hours. And oh yeah, it has power, enough to blast a breeze to the other side of this room. Now that's some wind. At an ultra-light weight of less than 2 pounds, it's easier than ever to have a personal targeted breeze inside or outside in just seconds. Plus, this whisper quiet fan has 3 separate speeds, so set it on low to stay cool while watching TV, or use it on the patio to battle the summer heat. Crank it up to high for a refreshing breeze in the kitchen. And it's so portable. Use it to chill down outdoor activities like gardening, fishing, or even camping trips. Plus, with a unique telescoping stand, you can place it on the floor so the breeze will easily reach atop the bed, across the top of the dinner table, or even over your work desk at the office. Then the whole thing folds away for easy storage. There's never been another fan like it.
I've never seen anything like this. It's so compact and it magically unfolds into a full-sized fan.
It's portable and rechargeable. I can take it anywhere.
Other fans sell for over $100, and they're not rechargeable. But get My Fold-Away Fan from Bell & Howell for just 2 payments of $19.99. It comes with the USB cable to make charging fast and easy, plus our 90-day warranty. My Fold-Away Fan, the ultra-portable, compact, and rechargeable fan that will keep you cool anywhere. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-349-4196 or go to myfoldawayfan.com. That's 1-800-349-4196, or you can order online at myfoldawayfan.com. Order now.
Watch Thursday at 9 on ABC and KVEW, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, providing compassionate, high-quality care for over 75 years.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, we live in Sun Country. Yakima has been called the Palm Springs of Washington, if you've seen that sign on I-90. There's even a sign proclaiming that, and as we approach summer, it's a great opportunity to talk about skin protection. More than 97,000 new cases of melanomas expected to be diagnosed this year, according to American Cancer Society estimates. Those with lighter colored hair and lighter skin complexion have an elevated risk for skin cancer. Tanning bed use, a history of sunburns, family history, and personal history all play a role in your risk. Keep an eye on your skin because early detection can help.
And see if there's anything that looks irregular. See if there's anything that catches your eye because it has multiple colors, because it has a border that's shaped in an irregular way, maybe something larger than your other growths.
According to the American Cancer Society, the average age for melanoma diagnosis is 65, but it's also one of the most common cancers in young adults. The best protection is to stay out of the midday sun when possible, dress to protect your head, arms, and legs, and wear strong sunscreen with at least a 30 SPF.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday evening, everyone. Hope you had a lovely day today and a nice weekend as well. A little bit of better conditions, more sunshine at least as we got into our evening hours after quite a bit of cloud coverage and some shower activity, especially Yakima, Ellensburg areas as we got into our afternoon today. So a cool start to the week, especially Ellensburg, Yakima areas. But as we get to tomorrow and through Thursday, we are going to be very nice, just very similar to what we saw over the weekend. But as we get to Friday, it is all going to flip and we're going to be seeing cool, wet, and windy conditions, and it's going to set the tempo for our weekend as well. So let's take a look at our radar. We're free and clear. We had quite a bit of shower activity coming through as we moved on into the afternoon, and we have it just a little bit to the south here. This is going to come up, and we could even see a little bit of thunder and lightning between 10 and midnight for Ellensburg to Toppenish. So our big picture, we're getting quite a bit of warm temperatures in from Southern California as we have this upper level system coming up through Los Angeles and into our areas. Now, it's not going to bring precipitation per se, but it's going to be bringing in warmer temperatures, and that's going to stick pretty much tomorrow through Thursday. So that is actually some very, very good news after we saw really just our temperatures just lie flat today and much cooler than we saw over the weekend. So warmer temperatures are on the way. Here's that shower activity I was talking about. Could even be a little bit of thunderstorms. This is at 10 p.m. to midnight. Pretty fast moving system. Then as we move into our Tuesday, we're going to see some shower activity to the northeast of our areas. And then best chance of some sustained showers for our areas will be Wednesday night as we get into Walla Walla, Tri-Cities. Then that'll transition right over into the Yakima Valley and then move out, maybe see a little bit more residual showers. So a little bit of unsettledness as we get to Wednesday evening into early Thursday. So currently 71 for the Tri-Cities, our hot spot, all the way down to 53 for Ellensburg. We're in the 60s for many of our areas, so all over the place for our temperatures. But as we get to our overnight period, after that storm moves out, we're going to see our temperatures and conditions settle down and get into a very nice groove, at least through Thursday. Then that big drop, 20-degree drop from Thursday into Friday. Then we settle down into about our average for our weekend. So folks, this weekend will look nothing like the weekend we just had. Looks like those cool temperatures will stick in our next work week. So current winds, we're seeing some double digits. These will slow down after that storm system comes through, and we should be seeing mostly light winds tomorrow. As we get to Friday, though, 10 to 20 mile per hour winds. So after that storm comes through, settling down overnight, look at these temperatures, much more grouped together, lower 50s, upper 40s, and clearing as we get to tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies for our Tuesday, and mostly mid to lower 80s, some upper 70s, just a little bit cooler along the blues. So 88 by Wednesday, 84 by Thursday, and then that big cool down. So about almost 25-degree drop from Wednesday into Friday. Then we'll be in the lower 70s to upper 60s for our weekend into our next work week. In the Yakima region, going to be in those mid to lower 80s through Thursday, then chilly and rainy on Friday and chilly for your weekend. So folks, get ready for a very nice Tuesday ahead. Just get ready for those big changes coming Friday and for your weekend. Hopefully that doesn't upset too many of your plans. All right, folks, we'll be right back with KAPP KVEW Local News Special Edition.
With Furniture Row employee pricing, you pay what we pay. Right now, our employee pricing is available to everyone. Get 15% off any single item when you spend $9.99 or more. Plus, 4 years no interest financing. But hurry, employee pricing at Furniture Row ends soon.
Not being able to see up close can be frustrating. Trying to view your mail, enjoy your favorite book, or even read a prescription bottle can be impossible. Introducing Eye Candy, the sweet new way to see everything bigger, brighter, and better than ever before. And now may be your last chance to get one before they're gone. Fun in design, Eye Candy is no toy. This lightweight, easy-to-hold magnifier utilizes an optical-grade lens that enlarges print by 300%. Yes, 300%.
Eye Candy is really a step above the rest. The magnification is fantastic.
Embedded in Eye Candy's frame are 12 anti-glare LED lights that dramatically help increase clarity. It's a flashlight and magnifier in one.
Even with my reading glasses, I'd still have a problem with the small print. With Eye Candy, everything is bright and clear.
Lightweight and portable, Eye Candy is ideal for extended periods of reading or when you're on the go.
I use Eye Candy when I go out to dinner. Reading the menu, so much easier, especially in the dim light.
Zooming in on your electronic devices only lets you see a small portion of your message or pictures. With Eye Candy, you can see it all.
I showed it to my husband and it strangely disappeared. I purchased 2 more. We keep one in the kitchen, one in the garage, and one in the car.
Read recipes, prescription bottles, or nutritional information, and never miss the fine print. Order now to get your Eye Candy for only $19.99. But wait, there's breaking news. Eye Candy may be discontinued. Due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, Eye Candy is shutting down and stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There's a strict limit of 3 Eye Candies per order while supplies last. You still have time to get your very own Eye Candy, but you must act fast. Once the current inventory is gone, it's gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-941-3546. That's 1-800-941-3546. Or visit tryeyecandy.com. So call 1-800-941-3546 now.
The biggest Jeopardy event ever is in prime time.
Monday, May 8th. 6 all-time greats.
What is grit?
Who's Caro?
What is Mean Girls?
One incredible tournament.
Oh,
I think you should get this checked out.
Bring it.
Who will be crowned the first ever Jeopardy Masters champion? If we have any more games like that, I don't know if my heart is going to hold out.
Jeopardy Masters primetime event starts Monday, May 8th, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
With employee pricing at Denver Mattress, you pay what we pay. Get 15% off any single Denver Mattress brand product when you spend $9.99 or more. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Hurry! Employee pricing at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
All right, Maddie, here we go. A trip to a high school prom in Southwest Washington, unlike anything else.
Yeah, a group of teens arrived to the high school formal in a tank. Jeffrey Lindblom reports.
Woke up and I was just ready to go.
We've been going back and forth about how nervous, but still just super hyped up that we are about it.
Sherman Bynum fell in love with tanks. Described as a bit of a random kid, he got the idea to ride to his junior prom in one. Soon after, he stumbled across Steve Greenberg, who just so happens to have one in Portland, and said it would cost about $1,000.
I'm Sherman.
And I'm Sam.
And I have a question for you. Are you a student at Campus High School? And if so, have you ever just wanted to see a live tank?
He and his best friend Sam Tatro did a TikTok, made a GoFundMe. Fast forward, here they are with Steve, who shares Sherman's passion.
I've been collecting this since high school, and I'm now 65. If it wasn't for tanks and the guys that drove them and worked on them and fought with them during World War II, we wouldn't be standing here talking right now.
Sherman says compared to a typical prom ride, their tires are much better.
We don't like normal very much.
He says he wouldn't dare be caught in something like a sports car or limo. Instead, a tank, armed with friends by his side and one proud mom.
I never thought he'd pull it off, and here we are.
He's even got an escort from Portland's own Unipiper. Bagpipes, Star Wars, and flames. On his 40th birthday, he's happy to be involved too.
Making sure that Portland stays the place where people can be who they are.
So we've got Unipiper, friends, and family. Sherman's got it all, including a date.
He asked me with a sign that said, I'd be thankful to take you to prom with me, and it was perfect.
Sherman says this started off as one big old joke.
If you see a GoFundMe for a tank, share it.
But wound up proving a point he holds near and dear.
Sherman, are you happy?
Heck yeah. Live your life to the fullest. Do whatever you want. That's what it's all about.
Oh, I mean, I showed up to our junior prom and senior ball. We thought we were cool for just having a fun party bus with like lights and seats and whatnot, but a tank, that's quite the interesting ride.
That is something. So I'm still processing the Darth Vader on the unicycle playing the bagpipes
at this school
with flames.
We have some questions for him.
There was a lot to take in. All right, folks, there's a lot to take in with your forecast. That's coming up next.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
You love a cold, refreshing soft drink from McDonald's. So we've got even colder ones.
From frozen faves to our new lemonade. Get any small for $1.89. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Oh boy, she got another Wi-Fi device. Our network can't handle that.
What? It can't?
The router's gonna blow.
And what does that mean? We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die?
Not all Wi-Fi can be Spectrum Wi-Fi.
What's going on in there?
Spectrum Advanced Wi-Fi can handle up to 200 devices.
Goodbye, sweet world.
Get Wi-Fi you can rely on. Get Spectrum One.
What would you do if you had a broken bone? You'd go to the doctor and use your insurance, right? What would you do if you had a serious problem with drugs and alcohol? Most people do nothing until it's too late. Your insurance can help you get clean and sober with the assistance of a place like the Detox and Treatment Helpline. Many times treatment is fully covered, so why not use your insurance to treat your addiction problem just like you would if you had a broken bone? And with the Family Medical Leave Act, you're allowed by law to take off time from work, and your employer doesn't need to know the reason. So there are two good reasons. You've got insurance you can use for your addiction problem, and with the Family Medical Leave Act, it's completely confidential. Call us right now and save a life.
800-795-1262. 800-795-1262. 800-795-1262.
STCU and KAPP continue to honor volunteers by sharing stories and awarding their charities $1,000 each. If you know someone in Benton and Franklin counties who is making a difference and taking that extra step to make our communities better, please tell us about them today. Woo! Click on Volunteers Count on the Contest tab at yaktrynews.com for the STCU Volunteers Count nomination form. Volunteers Count from STCU and KAPP Local News.
Weekdays at 11 after The View.
You've got a date with Access Daily.
Food, self-improvement, and of course, fun.
You don't know this?
Then at noon, ABC's GMA3.
You've got a date with Access Daily, weekdays at 11 after The View, right here on KVEW.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal just $5.99, only at KFC.
Portion of KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a final look at the weather. Very interesting Monday today.
Yes, kind of a quick prelude to a nice week. It's going to be returning to what we saw for our weekend. We're going to be in the mid to upper 80s for most of our areas starting tomorrow through Thursday, but a big change coming Friday and for your weekend. So enjoy the nice conditions as we have them.
All right, thanks so much for watching. We're back tonight at 11 o'clock.